Today what we will be learning is extension of a forward contract. Let us start with extension of forward contract. So now what does this mean? Extension of forward contract. Let me take an example. Mr. X is an importer who has purchased 1 month $1 lakh purchase contract at the rate of rupees 80 per dollar. This is an importer. For importer, it is a purchase contract. The answer is yes. Is it correct? This is a timeline, say today, and this is 1 month. 1 month is maturity. On maturity, Mr. X says that I want to cancel the contract. No, this is yesterday's lecture. Is it alright? Cancellation of contract, we have already learned how to cancel the contract on maturity. After 1 month, Mr. X says to bank that now I want $1. I want $1 lakh only. But 2 months from now, so more 2 months, I want, that is Mr. X wants, extension of 2 months for this forward contract. The delivery date was decided this. Now he wants that the dollar should be delivered to him, to Mr. X, at the end of 3rd month. That is 2 months from now. Is it alright? This is nothing but extension of forward contract. Now, there are guidelines of FEDAI. This is a Foreign Exchange Dealers Association of India. Is it correct? Foreign Exchange Dealer Association of India. There is a guideline that if extension of forward contract happens, what is to be done by the dealer? The dealer, what they will do is, on this date, they will cancel the old contract. Sir, how to cancel the old contract? We have already learned. Cancellation of contract on maturity. Cancel the old contract. And dealer will enter into new contract of 3 months, no, of 2 months forward at new rate. So whatever is the prevailing rate, the dealer will ask to enter into a new contract after 2 months, and today the old contract will be cancelled. How many months have already passed? 1 month have already passed. So now 3 months contract is not required. Now only 2 months contract is required. This is extension of forward contract. This both things are very easy. There are no cash inflows, outflows. This old contract will be cancelled. If the bank is at loss, customer will pay to bank. If the bank is at gain, bank will pay to customer and the contract will be cancelled. And a new contract of a new rate will be signed by bank as well as customer. Is it all? This is nothing but extension of forward contract. But please understand, this is extension of forward contract on maturity. Extension of a forward contract on maturity. Is it alright? Try to understand. The problem comes when this happens. Say an importer, again Mr. Y, an importer has entered into $1 lakh forward purchase at the rate of rupees 80 and which is 3 months. Start it. Try to concentrate what happens. This is 0. This is 3 months. This is maturity. Let me write down even the rates on maturity. The rate of dollar on maturity. Spot is 81/82. I'm not writing it is rupees per dollar. You can understand it. That's all right. There is also 1 month of forward rate available, 83/84. That's all right. There is also 2 month of forward rate available, which is 82. Let me take other rates only. Is it all right? It is 84/85. These are the rates on maturity. But sir, on maturity, we have already decided the rate. See what customer does. Customer does not perform the contract. In this case, Mr. Y does not perform. Mr. Y does not take a delivery of $1 lakh. He does not purchase $1 lakh by giving 80 lakhs rupees. Did he inform of extension? The answer is no. He does not even inform that the contract will be extended. Then there is a problem. Try to understand. Bank has already entered into sale contract. This is a purchase contract for customer. Let me write it down. This is a purchased forward for customer and this is a sale forward for bank. Now bank will have to sell it. Is it alright? Why? Try to concentrate. That also will be going into detail, but first try to concentrate over here. What customer does is a customer comes after 10 days. And customer now says that I want. He extends the contract. And he want a delivery on 5th month. 5th month from original date. Alright. That is 2 months from this date and 1 month and 20 days from this date. But he does not come on maturity. He comes after 10 days of maturity that okay sir, I want to cancel the contract. Let me write down even spot rate as on this date. Spot rate as on this date is 79/80. The trend was upward but it has gone downward. It does not matter. Let me take 78/79. Rupees per dollar. Is it alright? And he wants now delivery on this date. Is it alright? Let me even write down the dates so that it becomes easy. This is 1/1/2021. The maturity date was 31st March 2021. After 10 days is 10th April 2021. And 5th month will be 31st May 2021. That's alright. So the maturity happened on 31st March 2021. Customer didn't turn over and didn't purchase that $1 lakh. He came on 10th April and told to bank that okay, I want to extend the contract. That's alright. And he wants contract maturity on 31/5/2021. Is it alright? Try to concentrate now. Let me also write down forward 31/5 rate is running at 81.5/82.1. These are the rates as on 31st March 2021. These are the rates as on 10th April 2021. Alright. Now see, it is an interesting situation. It is somewhat difficult also, but it is a very interesting situation. Bank was ready to sell $1 lakh on 31st March. But customer didn't turn up and he didn't purchase $1 lakh. Bank was not at all ready on 10th of April. But the customer turned up on 10th of April and now he is not taking the delivery. He is saying that I want extension of this particular contract. Is it alright? And he wants now delivery on this date. Is it alright? Please concentrate what bank will do. Is it alright? Number one. This is again from the perspective of bank. You should always think about bank because see, this facility is given by bank. Number one, bank will cancel old contract. The thing is, when it will cancel old contract, it will cancel old contract on this date because the customer is turning up on this date. Alright. So, cancel old contract. If there is charges, bank will recover the charges. If there is profit, bank will give that profit to the customer. Alright. Number two. Try to concentrate whenever bank takes a position. Say what position bank has taken on 31st March 2021. It has sold. This is bank. It has sold $1 lakh. Did this customer come up? The answer is no. This customer didn't purchase the pen. Didn't purchase this dollar. Is it alright? $1 lakh. So what a bank will do is this. See, bank knows that either this customer will cancel the contract or this customer will come for late delivery. This customer will come after 2 days, after 3 days, after 4 days. Is it alright? Bank always settles the position. Why? I'll tell you. Whenever bank enters into this type of contract, bank does not keep its exposure open. What bank might have done in another contract, I'm not talking about this contract. Bank might have entered with other customers, say Mr. X, of purchasing $1 lakh. Now Mr. X is performing the contract. Is it alright? So bank will have to purchase it from Mr. X. How many dollars? $1 lakh. Now bank is having $1 lakh. See, bank has already planned to sell this $1 lakh. But now this Mr. Y is not coming to bank and he is not purchasing the dollars. So bank cannot sell the dollar. So bank cannot cancel this contract. See, bank will never cancel a contract. So this contract is performed by bank. Now how much money bank is having? Bank is having $1 lakh. Bank is having $1 lakh. What Indian bank will do with $1 lakh? It will have to sell it. So what bank will do, try to understand. Bank will enter into a swap agreement. Now we all have learned a swap. Swap is just an exchange of cash flow. Bank will enter into a swap agreement whereby bank will sell $1 lakh today. Is it alright? It will tell to someone that okay, I am having $1 lakh today, you take it. Is it alright? In exchange, what bank will do? Try to concentrate. It will purchase $1 lakh in forward. Sorry. Why I tell you it will purchase $1 lakh in forward? Because this customer, see which is today's date, 31st March, who has not come up in bank, Mr. Y. But bank cannot keep that $1 lakh exposure, so bank will be selling it in the market. Now, this customer, Mr. Y, can come after 2 days, 3 days, 4 days to take his dollar. So what bank will normally do, it will keep a contract ready whereby bank is getting the dollars and it will pay that dollar to that particular customer. So bank will say this, and now understand what is swap agreement. Bank will find out a person who is ready to purchase $1 lakh today. So bank will sell $1 lakh to him. Bank will actually give $1 lakh to him. What bank will take in return is 1 month forward contract or 10 days forward contract or 5 days forward contract. Bank wants a forward contract of purchase and bank want to sell $1 lakh today, and this is a swap agreement which bank will enter. Alright. If there is any loss in the swap agreement, say a counterparty says you will have to pay me 20,000 rupees or 30,000 rupees, then the bank will recover swap loss from customer. Bank will recover swap loss from customer. Third thing, what bank will do? Please try to concentrate. Bank was not ready for any cash inflow or outflow on this particular date, on 31st March. Try to concentrate. Why I tell you? Sir, bank was selling $1 lakh, so it might be receiving money. No, because bank has already entered into a covering up position. So bank was also purchasing $1 lakh. See what bank will do. It will take $1 lakh from X and it will give this $1 lakh to Y. What is a cash inflow or outflow in rupees? 0. Is it all? But now the situation is somewhat weird. Why I'll tell you. Is it all? Bank is actually purchasing from Mr. X. Let me write down. Purchasing from Mr. X. Sorry. And selling in market. And selling in market. And the rate might not be same. Is it alright? Rate might not be same. It will not be same. Is it alright? Then what bank will say? Mr. Customer, that is Mr. Y, on 31st March, we had planned that our cash inflow or outflow or cash outflow on 31st March will be 0 because we were going to receive $1 lakh and we were going to pay $1 lakh. But now as you have cancelled your contract or you have not turned up, is it alright? We need to pay some money. If the, of course, if the purchase price is higher, bank will be at loss. Is it alright? Then on this cash outflow, say this is a cash outflow for which cancellation charges bank has already taken. Is it alright? But try to concentrate. Bank will say that for 10 days we have used this money. You came to bank after 10 days. Then bank will be charging interest for this 10 days. Is correct. This will be the situation if extension of the contract is done not on maturity. See, on maturity how easy it is. After maturity, if the contract is cancelled, after maturity if the contract is cancelled or extended, then the problem comes because bank will have to take a position as on 31st March. Is it alright? Let me also explain you practically what will happen. Is it alright? First, as I have told you, bank will cancel old contract, but on which date? 10th April 21. Let us find out cancellation charges. It is a purchase contract for customer. So which rate should be used is a selling rate. Selling rate on 10th of April is 78. Bank was going to sell it at 80. Bank was going to sell it at 80. See, I am doing in a very shortcut manner. Is it alright? Bank could have sold this dollar at the rate of rupees 80. Now compulsorily, because the contract is cancelled on 10th of April, bank will have to sell it in the market at 78. See, bank has already sold them before 10 days, but still bank will take this cancellation charges. Is it alright? Minus 78. Bank was able to sell it at 80. Now bank will have to sell it at 78. I have told you how to decide bid and ask. Is it alright? We have done this. If it is a purchase contract for customer, which rate will be used is a selling rate will be used. Is it alright? And the 2 rupees is a loss for bank. Bank will charge $1 into 2 rupees per dollar. 2 lakhs rupees from customer. Is it alright? For this cancellation. Is it alright? Number 2. Let me find out swap loss. Is it alright? See, what bank will do, and this will happen, I'll tell you on which date. This will happen on 31st of March 21. That is on maturity, that is after 3 months. Is it alright? Bank would have sold $1 lakh to Mr. Y. Mr. Y is not purchasing. See, bank will always complete its position. Because it is having a counter position, it will have to complete, cover its position. It has already purchased $1 lakh, so now they will have to sell $1 lakh. So I'll draft a swap. Bank will sell $1 lakh in market. At what rate bank will sell $1 lakh in the market? Which is the date? 31st March. What is the selling rate on 31st March? 81. Is it alright? Spot rate on that date, what is the selling rate? 81. Is it alright? Market at the rate of rupees 81. Is it alright? But in swap, there is an exchange. I am giving someone $1 lakh at the rate of rupees 81. In exchange, I want 1 month forward. See, this bank decides whether it will take 5 days forward, 10 days forward, 15 days forward or 1 month forward. See, in the question it is given bank is taking 1 month forward. Sorry. Of $1 lakh, now at what rate it will purchase? At what rate it can purchase 1 month forward contract of purchase of $1 lakh? We are on 31st March. What is the rate of 1 month forward? Is this? We are purchasing or selling? We are purchasing. Is it alright? What will be the rate applicable? Will be 84. Is it alright? At the rate of rupees 84. Is it alright? What is the swap loss? 3 rupees, 81, 84. See what bank is doing, it will be purchasing at the rate of 54, it will be selling at the rate of 81. Swap loss is 3 rupees and $1 lakh is under consideration. So total swap loss is 3 lakhs rupees. You should be having some problem over here in understanding. Why? I'll tell you. This is a rate of 31st March. This is not a rate of 31st March, this is of 30th April. In last lecture only I have told you that this cannot be compared, but here it can be compared. Can any student tell me why I am entering into a swap contract? Why bank is entering into a swap contract on 31st March? I have told you, you just need to repeat it. Yes, Sakshi?
So as they want to cancel the contract,
Mr. Y has cancelled the contract. So bank will have to sell it to someone, because bank always a set of the position. It might have already purchased from someone. I have also written from whom bank has purchased. Is it alright? Bank has already purchased this $1 lakh. Let me also write down the name over here, rate over here, at the rate of rupees 79 rupees per dollar. Is it alright? This is the rate at which bank has purchased from Mr. X. That's correct. So bank will have to sell this $1 lakh on 31st March. If Mr. Y does not turn up, a bank will sell it into market and bank will purchase 1 month forward. Because in swap there is a cash inflow, there is a cash inflow also, there is a cash outflow also. If you are giving something to someone, you will have to take something from someone. That's correct. So, actually what is happening is, there is a swap loss of 3 lakhs. That's correct. This swap loss will be again charged from customer. That's correct. I'll be changing this word. That's correct. But let me first finish it. Number 3. On 31st March, was bank having any plan of rupees cash inflow or outflow? The answer is no. On 31st March, see what was the position. Bank was going to get $1 lakh from Mr. X and it was going to give $1 lakh to Mr. Y. Is it alright? So what was the cash inflow or outflow? It was practically nil. Is it alright? In terms of dollar, it was actually nil. Is it alright? But now bank will have to sell this in market at what rate? 81. Is it alright? Bank is purchasing $1 lakh at the rate of rupees what? We have written 79. Is it alright? Bank is compelled to sell this $1 lakh at the rate of rupees 81. Alright, let me take this not as 79 but take it as 84. So bank is purchasing at 84, selling at 81. There is a cash outflow for bank of 3 rupees into $1 lakh is 3 lakhs rupees. Now please understand, bank cannot charge just 3 lakhs rupees from customer. This is what was not planned by the bank. And this is happening because of Mr. Y, but understand there was some cash inflow, outflow in terms of rupees. As far as rupees is concerned, I'm sorry, in dollar terms it is 0. But in rupees terms, there will be cash inflow, outflow. Why? You will have to purchase a dollar by giving rupees. You will be selling dollar by taking rupees. So there will be cash inflow, outflow in rupees. But there will be no cash inflow, outflow in terms of dollar. Is it alright? This was an unplanned cash flow because of Mr. Y, for which we have already charged cancellation charges and bank charges. Then sir, why we have calculated this? Because we will charge this 10 days interest from customer. As a bank, I will tell to customer that my 3 lakhs rupees cash flow, which became because of you, I will be charging the interest of 10 days because you are coming 10 days late. So, multiplied by, say rate of interest is 12% into 10 divided by 365. This is the interest. Let me find out. 3 lakhs rupees multiplied by 12% into 10 divided by 365. It is 986 rupees. 986 rupees. Is it alright? Bank will charge this money. Please understand, even if the calculation is done for 31st March, bank will be charging this money on 10th April. That 10 days interest we are ignoring. Sometimes if the customer is a regular customer of a bank, bank will deduct the charges on 31st March, but it cannot be calculated on 31st March. This charges particularly cannot be calculated on 31st March. So how much charges bank will be charging from customer? 2 lakhs rupees for cancellation, that we have done in previous lecture. 3 lakhs rupees for swap loss. Is it alright? Because of the customer Mr. Y, bank had to enter into a swap contract which was not planned. The rate in what is receiving and what we are giving is different, and so we are having a loss. Is it alright? And 986 rupees. This will be 5,986,000 rupees. Customer will pay to bank. Customer will pay to bank, and the contract will be cancelled. Old contract will be cancelled by this. Is it alright? Please understand, we have done cancellation of contract on maturity. We have done cancellation of contract before maturity. We have not done cancellation of contract after maturity. If the contract is cancelled after maturity, these things will be applicable. Cancellation of contract after maturity, this all charge a bank will recover from you. Sorry. The question comes, sir, what about the new extension of the contract? That will be given by bank at a new rate. It's alright. So let me go even to extension. You are coming on which date? 10th April? Is it alright? For cancellation of old contract and entering into a new contract. What is the forward rate? This? Is it alright? Customer wants to purchase $1 lakh, so 82.1. Sorry. So bank will sell forward of 31st May of $1 lakh to customer. So customer will get a purchase forward of 31st May. Bank will be selling on 31st May. At the rate, now new rate will be applicable, and which new rate? 82.1. This contract will be entered without any charges because it is at current rate. But this all charges will be recovered by bank from customer because the old contract is cancelled, cancellation charges. And the customer is coming to bank after 10 days. So before 10 days, the bank has taken some position, the profit or loss will be settled with customer. And for that 10 days, any cash outflow by the bank, which was unplanned, the interest will be recovered from this particular customer. That is Mr. Y in our case. Is it alright? These are the two questions, the situation where the cancellation of contract happens after maturity. Extension of contract is very simple. It will be entered a new contract at new rate. Will be nothing but extension of forward contract. Alright. This is somewhat typical. Let me go to again one question, and we'll be again discussing something about forward contract. Alright, or extension of forward contract after maturity will be understanding. This question is of RTP May 2018. And this is, there are only 2 questions available for this particular situation. That's all right. This is actually 1 month forward. And we'll be solving this question. So let us first read this question. An importer book a forward contract with his bank on 10th April for $2 lakh. Forward contract with a bank on 10th April for $2 lakh due on 10th June at the rate of 64.40. Now in extension cancellation, normally I am from the point of view of bank. So customer is purchasing, so bank will be selling. On which date the contract was entered? 10th of April. What is the maturity date? Maturity date is the 10th of June. Is it all right? What bank will be doing on this date? Bank will be selling to customer $2 lakh. The base amount is $2 lakh at the rate of 64.40. The bank covered its position in the market at 64.28. See, I told you bank always covers its position. Is it alright? So what bank has already done is, bank has purchased as on this date, 10th June, it might have taken position on 10th April of forward purchase. And it has already taken a position of forward sale. Is it alright? Purchase at the rate of rupees 64.28. This position bank has already taken with some other customer. This is with other customer. But banks set off. Bank always set off its position. The exchange rate for dollar in the interbank on 10th June and 20th June was as under. Is it alright? Exchange margin of 0.10% and interest on outlay of fund of 12%. An importer requested on 20th June. Try to understand when the importer is coming to bank. This customer is coming to bank not on 10th June but on 20th June. For extension of the contract. And extension up till which date? Extension of the contract for 10th of August. Extension is not difficult. What is difficult is cancellation of the contract after maturity. Cancellation of contract after maturity. Is it all right? Calculate cancellation rate, amount payable on $2 lakhs, swap loss, interest on outlay of funds, new contract rate, total cost. I'll be calculating each and everything. Now try to concentrate what first bank will do. First bank will cancel old contract. This is yesterday's lecture, cancellation of old contract. Bank has sold, so customer might have purchased. The cancellation will be happening on 20th June because customer is not coming before 20th June. Start it. Customer is purchasing. Which rate will be used? The sale rate of 20th June will be used. Sale rate of 20th June is 63.6800. Alright. Sale rate of 20th June will be used for cancellation. 63.6800. What will be cancellation rate? Also they are asking. I am writing the cancellation rate. Is it alright? Bank was able to sell it at what rate? 64.40. Is it alright? In contract, we do it in this manner, right? in contract, bank was able to sell at 64.40. Now this contract is cancelled. Bank will have to sell it in the market at what rate? 63.6800. Now logically also you can understand. If bank goes to market on 20th June to sell this, the charges will be 63.6800. Is it all? What they will be getting is 63.68. Bank was having, yes, but the margin will be charged because there is a margin available of 0.10 percentage. Is it alright? Minus 0.10 percentage. Is it alright? 63.68 multiplied by 0.10 divided by 100 minus 63.68. It is 63.6163. 63.6163. Bank was having a chance to sell it at 64.40. Because the contract is cancelled, bank will have to sell it into market at 63.6163. And this is a loss for a bank. The difference is a loss for a bank. And this bank will be charging from customer. How much? 64.40 minus 63.6163. 0.7837. 0.7837 rupees per dollar. Bank will be charging for cancellation multiplied by $2 lakh is what is under consideration. The answer will be 2 lakhs multiplied by 0.7837. 1,56,740. 1,56,740 rupees. Bank will be charging from customer. Bank was having a chance to sell it to the customer at 64.40. Bank will be selling in the market at 63.6163. So this is a loss for a bank, which bank will be charging from customer. Is it alright? Charges of cancellation. Alright. Alright, let me ask you a difficult question, if any student can answer. See, I told you I will be entering into a swap contract. As a bank, I am a bank. Bank will be entering into a swap contract. Let me go again to this. Bank is entering into swap contract. Is it alright? Customer didn't purchase this $1 lakh. So bank has already sold that into market on this date. So in our question, bank might have already sold this $2 lakh into market in swap. Is it alright? Then why it will be again selling it in market on 20th June? On 20th June, why bank will be selling it into market this at this particular rate? Because on 10th June, the swap position will be taken on 10th June. Let me draft the swap. Try to concentrate and we'll be getting it. Customer didn't purchase on 10th June. So bank was not able to sell it on 10th June. But bank will always complete its position. It has already purchased at 64.28. If the person to whom bank was selling is not ready, bank will be selling it into swap contract. It is not market, it is swap contract. Try to concentrate. Bank will be selling at 64. Bank will be in swap. What bank will be doing? Bank will be selling at a spot. And bank will be purchasing forward. Sir, this $2 lakh were sold on 10th June in this contract. This is a swap contract. Then why this is again sold on 28th June in the market? See, we have seen in the market we can sell it at 63.6163. 2 times we are selling it into the market. As a bank, can we sell this 2 times into the market, or should we sell 2 times into the market?
No, sir.
Then this is incorrect, or either this is incorrect.
Sir, on 20th June we will not sell. We will only calculate the cancellation charges.
Alright. And on 20th June? You are talking about 20th June?
Sir, on 20th June we...
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Alright. So you are talking about 20th June.
Sale on 10th June.
Once again, Keshav, whether you are talking about 20th June or 10th June?
Sir, 20th June.
Exactly. Keshav is absolutely alright. Try to concentrate. We are not actually selling it into market. But on what basis we will calculate the cancellation charges? This whole thing is done to find out this and ultimately this. So to calculate the charges, you will have to take the rate of date on which he comes for cancellation. So this rate is taken as a base. This was already a contract rate. See, if someone comes to you for refunding this pen or say a diamond, is it alright? What was the rate contracted and what is the rate, the date on which you came to cancellation? See, I might not be selling it into market, but I will be taking that rate for consideration as far as cancellation is concerned. So it is not actually sold in the market once again. This rate is taken just for finding out the cancellation charges which bank should charge from customer or bank should refund to customer. This is just for, in see, whole of the yesterday's lecture, previous lecture, the cancellation charges, this we were doing just to find out. But it was done either on maturity or before maturity. So even if you take an actual position, it is absolutely alright. But here try to understand, we are just taking this situation to find out cancellation charges. This is not which is actually done. Is it alright? This is just to find out cancellation charges. Is it alright? Once again, go to second point. On 10th June, bank was selling $2 lakh to this customer. Bank has already purchased $2 lakh and it was ready to sell to this customer, but this customer didn't came on 10th June. Bank will have to sell it to someone, so bank will be selling it in swap. Spot. Spot is on which date? 10th June. And bank will be purchasing, taking a reverse position in forward market. Sir, why to take a forward purchase contract by bank? Why bank will be actually having this contract? Because understand, ultimately this customer will come someday or other and will ask for $2 lakh. It will ask bank to sell $2 lakh because customer wants to purchase $2 lakh and bank might not be having that $2 lakh, but bank might be having this forward contract where the bank can encash or cover up the position. Is it alright? So bank will be purchasing it in forward. Is it right? And this is a swap position which will be taken by bank. Alright. Bank will be selling at spot $2 lakh. What is the rate applicable? Bank, this is 10th June, swap happens on 10th June and not 20th June. Swap, bank will be selling at spot. 63.80 will be the rate applicable. Is it all right? 63.80. Is it all right? bank will be purchasing in forward, and which forward is important. Try to concentrate. Bank does not know on 10th June whether the customer will be coming after 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4 month, 5 month. Bank is not knowing this. Bank will be taking a swap, and it might be written. Bank swaps by selling spot. See, this we have decided, even if it is written in the book, we have decided. And buying 1 month forward. It will swap by selling spot. This is what we have written. And purchasing 1 month forward. So bank, to cover its risk, is taking 1 month forward. 1 month forward is this. The quotation written over here was incorrect. 1 month forward, bank is going to purchase. Let me change the color. Which rate will be applicable? This rate will be applicable. Is it alright? 63.9500. 63.9500. That's it alright. So bank is purchasing at higher rate, selling at lower rate. Again, it is a loss to a bank. That's it alright. 63.80 minus 63.95, it is 0.15. Bank is purchasing at a higher rate, selling at a lower rate. So there will be loss to a bank multiplied by 2 lakh. The dollar will be 30,000 rupees. I'll again come to this. In previous question also I told you, I'll again come to this. This is a swap loss bank will be charging from customer. 30,000 rupees. Is it alright? Let me first calculate the interest. Is it alright? Again we are on 10th June. Was bank having plan of any cash inflow or outflow in dollars? The answer is no. Is it alright? Because it was taking from someone and selling it to someone. Is it alright? But now bank will be having that cash inflow and outflow which was unplanned. Is it alright? How much bank, bank will be settling off this position, 64.28, because it is from other customer. Bank will be purchasing at 64.28. Bank will be selling it into the market. Now it is actually sold in the market over here at 63.80. So again the purchase rate is higher, sell rate is more. There is a cash outflow which was unplanned. This is an unplanned cash flow for bank. 64.28 minus 63.80. It is 0.48. Multiplied by 2 lakhs. Please understand, this bank will not be charging from customer. There is no meaning to charge this from customer. This was cash inflow and outflow, inflow and outflow of a bank. Is it alright? Bank has already planned for it. But because this rate was unplanned, see, bank was not planning to sell something at this rate. And see, for cancellation of the contract, bank is doing this. But as the customer is coming 10 days late, it is 2 lakh into 48,000. 96,000. Bank will not say to give 96,000. Understand, for cancellation of the contract, it is already charging 1,56,740. Now again, bank will not say that you give me this difference also. But why bank has calculated this difference? Bank is saying that an unplanned expenditure was of 96,000 and you didn't turn up for 10 days. So we will be charging 10 days interest from you. And believe me, which will be very negligible. Is it alright? As compared to other figures, 96,000 into 12% into 10 divided by 365. It is 324 rupees. 324 rupees. That's right. Will be charged by this particular bank. Again, is it alright? Bank will charge to customer. And believe me, just to cancel this type of contract, how many charges will be levied by bank? 1,56,740 rupees for cancellation, swap loss of 30,000 rupees, and bank charges of 324 rupees. This is 4, 6, 10, 7, 8, 1,87,064 rupees will be charged from customer. Believe me, these charges are just, these charges are just for cancellation of that old contract. Even if this contract was not extended and the customer is coming to bank after 10 days, this all charges will be levied. See, this charges was then also levied if it was cancelled on maturity. But these two charges will be levied if the customer is coming late to bank to either cancel the contract or to extend the contract. A cancellation is over. Let me go for extension. Sorry. When customer is coming? 20th June. For extension of which date? August. So bank will be giving its new rate of August. Customer is purchasing, higher rate will be used, and it will be of 20th June because extension is happening of 20th June. So practically bank will enter into selling of $2 lakh for August at the rate of 64.2500. 64.2500 plus margin money if any. There is a margin of 0.10. Sorry. This is what will be the rate is it is 0.10. Yes. Let me do it. 64.25 into 0.1 divided by 100 plus 64.25. It is 64.31425. Bank will enter into a new contract with customer. And customer, see what customer will get? Customer will get a forward purchase of $2 lakh for August at a rate of 64.31425. Now you will understand that in a contract rate, margin is already included. You don't need to include it once again. Is it alright? This is, this is just extension. This portion is only cancellation of the contract. Sir, we didn't do this in last lecture because the cancellation was not actually happening after maturity. It was happening on maturity or before maturity. After maturity, this is the thing which will be charged by the bank. Is it all right? The most difficult portion in this particular case is this. Is it all right? See what is happening. Let me write down the customer name. Customer name is importer. So customer and bank name is say SBI. Who is doing this? SBI is doing this. Importer is not doing this. Who is doing this? As SBI is doing this. See what SBI will do on 10th June. What is actually a swap contract? There is SBI having $2 lakh with him. Is it alright? So let me draw $2 lakh. Is it alright? On which day it is having? 10th of June. Is it alright? He asked to one of its client, say that I am also writing client's name. It is say Mr. P. Other client, there is not an importer. Is it alright? He says to Mr. P that Mr. P, I am having $2 lakh of 10th June actually. Is it alright? I don't want this dollar. Is it alright? Mr. P is in requirement of this dollar. So SBI will sell this dollar to Mr. P. No. The word should not be used sold. Try to concentrate. SBI will give this asset to Mr. P. Is it alright? SBI will say, okay, I am having this asset, and you take it. Is it alright? But what I want in return is, try to concentrate what Mr. P is giving to SBI. Huh? It will also give a piece of paper. Is it alright? Where it is $2 lakh. Actual $2 lakh? No. Is it alright? It is $2 lakhs forward contract of 1 month from now. Let me write down 10th of July. That is 1 month. Bank wants this. Bank want to have this purchase contract because he knows that the person who has cancelled or not performed the contract, he will come one day and I'll have to sell the dollars. So I want the dollars, but not in spot because today he has not come. He will be coming in future. So for future, I have already purchased $2 lakh and I want this from Mr. P. Is it right? Mr. P is ready. Is it right? That okay, I want $2 lakh today. I am having a document of $2 lakh forward, which I'll be giving you. See, this $2 lakh is also never in cash because it is a foreign currency. It is always online. Is it right? So what SBI will do is transfer this $2 lakh into Mr. P's account. What Mr. P will do is this written forward contract. It might be manual. It might be electronic form. Mr. P will transfer this forward contract to SBI. It will give this forward contract to SBI, where the SBI will be getting right to purchase. Is it alright? Mr. P is selling forward contract and purchasing cash. SBI is selling cash or $2 lakh spot and purchasing forward. But in swap, try to understand, you should not write down either of the words. SBI is exchanging $2 lakh spot with $2 lakh purchase forward contract. SBI is exchanging $2 lakh spot. $2 lakh spot SBI is giving, and what it is receiving is Mr. P. Whenever there is exchange, so this is a glorified word. Exchange basically means swap. Sorry, this is nothing but swap. But try to understand what Mr. P will say. Sir, your asset of $2 lakh is having a price. Let me write down the rate. What is the rate of $2 lakh spot? $2 lakh spot, this is which date? 10th June. $2 lakh spot can be sold in the market at 63.80. Can be sold in the market at 63.80. See, the base is remaining same. Huh? And my forward purchase contract, 1 month forward purchase contract is worth 63.9500. It is worth 63.9500 or 63.95. So my asset is more worthy than yours asset. Is it alright? How much? It is 0.15. 2 lakh into 0.15. More worthy of 0.15 into 2 lakhs dollar. That is 30,000 rupees. So now Mr. P is thinking that okay, I have agreed to exchange this, but I should not agree. And Mr. P says no, that I don't want to exchange because my asset is costlier than your asset. That's all right. And ultimately this was decided. Try to concentrate. SBI will pay $2 lakh plus 30,000 rupees to Mr. P. Mr. P will give this forward contract plus 0 rupees to SBI. So what is a swap contract actually happening? SBI will be giving $2 lakh spot plus 30,000 rupees to Mr. P, and Mr. P will be giving this 1 month forward purchase contract to SBI. This is a dealing or swap contract between SBI and Mr. P. Is it all? Now, SBI is entering into this contract because that importer defaulted. What is the loss to SBI because of the swap? Is this 30,000 which it additionally needs to repay? Is it alright? If this 30,000, see, otherwise this is not a loss. Why this is not a loss? This is also $2 lakh, this is also $2 lakh. First the requirement was of $2 lakh was right now. Now the requirement of $2 lakh will be in future. So that position is settled. But this additional 30,000 rupees is lost to bank, which this bank will say to importer that importer, because you didn't turn up on 10th of June, I entered into the swap contract whereby I am paying 30,000 rupees more, and so bank will be charging 30,000 rupees as a swap loss from the customer. Is it alright? Now once again understand, this bank is selling at the rate of spot in market. No. It is sold in swap. This bank is purchasing forward from market. No. This forward is purchased in swap. So only we are not adding margin. If it was sold in market, we should add margin to it. Is it alright? But here this is just a swap contract, and I have drafted a swap contract in a separate question. Is it alright? This is swap. This is interest charges. This is cancellation charges. Cancellation charges we have learned. Swap I have explained you separately. Interest charges is also somewhat typical point. So one question was asked 2 times up till now. In 20 times this question is asked 2 times. One I have kept it in classwork, one in homework. It will be absolutely same. But you need to understand all 3 points, because this both points are extremely difficult to understand. You need to decide which rate is to be taken in which particular situation. Is it all? This is cancellation of forward contract. Let me not go to other topic and just ask you about this question if you are having any doubt or if you are having any questions. No questions? See, the question is whether the margin should be added over here or not. Sorry, this is minus margin, this is plus margin. The answer is no. Why? Concentrate. This is purchased at 64.28 in market or in contract? In contract. And understand the contract rate always includes the margin. See the proof. Whenever it is a contract rate, it always includes a margin. So margin should not be added over here. That's 63.80. Stuti, can you tell me where I am selling? Here. Am I actually selling it to market, or I have done a contract with Mr. P? I have done a contract with Mr. P. This is, see, all things are hypothetical just to find out the charges. Actually, these dollars are not sold in the market. Is it alright? They are exchange in swap agreement, whereby you are paying 30,000 rupees, which you are recovering it from your importer. Is it alright? But this is just to find out some charges, and you have taken a basis. What basis you have taken? That what is the rate at which we have purchased? If sold today, what is the rate at which it will be sold? The difference multiplied by 10 days interest is charged from customer. This is, so margin will not be added even over here, because this is not actually sold in the market. Now, a bank may always say that we will add the margin over here, deduct the margin over here, and then will charge the interest. The customer will be absolutely alright, because the margin figure, say if the amount is in crores, it will come in thousands. If the amount is in lakhs, it will come in hundreds. So it will not make much difference as far as say margin is 0.10 percentage. Is it alright? The interest is calculated of 10 days, so it will not be a much difference as far as margin is concerned. The question is C 2.1.4, and we will be learning something about a premature settlement. Let me first draw a timeline. On 1st January 2019, this is 1/1/2019, Global Limited, an exporter, entered into a forward contract with BBC Bank. He is an exporter, so he will be selling dollars, to sell $2 lakh on 31st March 2019. This is maturity, which is 31st March 2019. See, when I do cancellation, I write down both. Customer is having a sale forward contract and bank is having a purchase forward contract. Is it alright? Of which date? 31st March. 31st March. $2 lakhs, this will be our base amount, and this will be our contract price at the rate of 71.50 rupees per dollar. Is it alright? So this is a contract rate. However, due to the request of the importer, Global Limited received the amount on 28th of February. On 28th of February, the amount was received. Is it alright? Now, understand what the customer is doing, selling dollar. Why it is selling dollar? Because it was knowing that they are going to receive $2 lakh on 31st March. But now the $2 lakh are coming in on 28th of February. Global Limited requested the bank to take the delivery of the remittance on 2nd of March 2019. The interbank rate on 28th February was as follows. Alright. So, 28th of February or 2nd of March, it does not make any difference. Is it a 2nd of March? So, what your customer is saying to bank? Customer is saying that we have received a $2 lakh early. Our contract was to sell on 31st March, but you sell it right now. So, you purchase it right now. Customer is saying to bank that you purchase it right now. Bank is saying we are having a purchase contract on 31st March. How can we purchase on 28th of February? But we'll make a way out. Sorry. Bank will be purchasing this $2 lakh on 28th of February or 2nd of March. That is before 1 month. Alright, before 1 month. But in this case also, there will be some points which is to be considered. From the point of view of bank. Now, customer will be giving $2 lakh on 28th of February. Is it alright? So, bank will be receiving $2 lakh or bank will be purchasing $2 lakh on this date. When it was receivable, try to concentrate. When it was receivable on 31st of March, Bank might have planned of 31st March $2 lakh when the bank is going to receive. Bank would have planned something to sell it, or it might have already sold it. But on which date? 31st of March. Now $2 lakh are received on 28th of February. See what bank will do on 28th of February. Please try to concentrate what bank will do. Bank is receiving $2 lakh on 28th of February. It does not require $2 lakh on 28th of February. Is it alright? So what bank will do? Bank will enter into contract with someone whereby it will swap this $2 lakh spot. On which date? 28th of February. See, this is designing of swap. Is it alright? Which is somewhat typical, but once you understand it, it becomes very easy. Bank got $2 lakh on 28th of February. There was no plan of bank to purchase $2 lakh on 28th of February. Also, they were going to purchase $2 lakh on 31st of March. But now this contract is cancelled because this is already delivered by the customer. The customer has already sold this dollars. Now they will not be selling. Now this Global Limited will not be selling it once again. Is it alright? Because this contract needs to be cancelled. Is it alright? So $2 lakh, this is not going to, but bank might have already planned for this. Bank might have entered into another contract of sale of $2 lakh. This is cancelled. This is not cancelled. This is still there. Is it alright? So bank will need $2 lakh on 31st March. So what bank will take in return? Try to concentrate. In swap contract, bank will take purchase forward $2 lakh of 31st March. So that this position is covered. Is it alright? See, this is the base for cancellation extension. Bank was having this position on 31st of March. If some customer cancels the contract, bank should be having this position as on 31st March. If that customer cancels, bank will enter into a new contract to take same position. See, bank was having this position with Global Limited. Now bank will be having this position in swap contract. So, purchase a forward $2 lakh as on 31st March. See, sir, there is no person who is ready to do the swap. Then bank can do this swap in the market. Bank can actually sell this $2 lakh in the spot and purchase forward in forward market. Alright. So this will be the swap done by bank on 28th of February. Is it alright? So bank can sell $2 lakh at spot. What is the price of this particular asset? Let me find it out. Spot as on 28th February, bank is selling 71.20. What is value of this asset? Bank is purchasing 31st March forward. Bank is purchasing 1 month forward. It is purchasing is right hand side rate plus this swap points. This is in ascending order. Let me write down the 1 month forward. 1 month forward will be 71.20 plus 5. This is ascending order, so adding 71.25 plus 0.10. This rate will be 71.35 and I want this rate, ask rate. Is it alright? Because I am purchasing it in forward market. What is the value of this asset? 71.35. Bank will be entering into the swap contract. Bank is purchasing at a higher rate, selling at a lower rate. So there is a loss to a bank. of how much? 71.35 minus 71.20, it is 0.15. Under consideration is $2 lakh. So the loss is 30,000 rupees, which bank will be recovering from customer. Is it alright? This will be charges. Is it alright? Bank will also charge or give some interest to to customer. Is it alright? On 28th of February, see, bank is planning for some interest. What is happening on 28th of February? Was bank having plan of any cash inflow or cash outflow? The answer is no. Is it alright? But now what bank will have to do? Is it alright? Bank will be on 28th of February, bank was not planning any cash inflow and outflow, but now it is actually happening. Bank is selling this $2 lakh at 71.20 in swap contract. That's not it. And bank is purchasing, that's all bank is doing, $2 lakh at the rate of, now the rate decided bank will be giving it to customer. What was the rate decided? $71.50. 71.50 to customer, from customer. Alright. It is purchasing at higher rate, selling at lower rate. So there will be a cash outflow of 0.30 rupees per dollar multiplied by $2 lakh is 60,000 rupees. Please understand what is this. On 28th of February, bank was not planning any cash inflow out or outflow. But cash inflow or outflow is happening of 60,000. But sir, this money was payable to customer. Agreed. But it was payable on 31st of March. It was not payable on 28th of February. Now bank is paying on 28th of February. So bank will be charging 1 month interest because it is paying 1 month earlier. What will be 1 month interest? Into interest rate might be given. It is 15%. 15% into 1 divided by 12. I am taking approximately 1 month. It is absolutely alright. 60,000 into 15% divided by 12. It is 750 rupees. It's alright. So, what bank will be doing? Try to understand on 28th of February. Bank will say that you were to sell $2 lakh on 31st March. You are welcome on 28th of February with your $2 lakh and we will pay you your agreed rate. What is your agreed rate? Is 71.50 rupees per dollar. But because you want early delivery, we had to enter into swap contract whereby our charges were 30,000, which we will recover from you, minus swap loss recovered or charges will be 30,000. Also, we were planning to pay you this 71.50 after as on 31st March. And we had already planned on 31st March some cash inflow and everything was to be settled on 31st March. Now you want money 1 month early. So whatever is our relevant cash outflow, for 1 month we will be charging you interest and that interest is 750 rupees. So we will give you 750 rupees less. $2 lakh into 71.50. It is 1 crore 43 lakhs. $143 lakhs minus 30,750 is 1 crore 42 lakh 69,250. Bank will be paying to customer for 2 lakh dollar. Alright. See, bank was to give 1 crore 43 lakhs. Why it is charging 30,000? Because you want pre-delivery, bank will have to enter into that swap contract, and because bank is entering into that swap contract, because of that swap there is a loss to a bank which bank will recover from you, will deduct directly. And because the payment was to be made on 31st March, bank has not planned any cash inflow or outflow as on 28th February. So bank will charge a notional interest of 1 month of rupees 750, and this is what bank will pay you. This is a premature delivery or premature settlement of a forward contract. Sorry. Why there will not be a cancellation charges?
Because it is not cancellation of contract, it is execution, pre-execution.
Exactly. Is it alright? Cancellation charges will not be applied. Try to understand. The customer was going to sell me this $2 lakh at 71.50. The customer is selling me this $2 lakh at 71.50. The customer was going to sell me on 31st of March. Now they are just selling me on 28th February. This is the only difference which is happening in this particular contract. Otherwise, there is no difference. The same contract is executed because there is pre-delivery. The bank was having two things. Number one, as we are paying early, we will be charging some interest. As we are paying early, our contract was disturbed. We were already having a contract of purchase of $2 lakh as on 31st March. Now that contract will not be executed. So they will have to enter into another contract. They've entered into another contract of 31st March. They were getting $2 lakh on 28th February. They were not having any plan to get $2 lakh on 28th of February. So in swap contract, they will be selling it or giving it. Alright. So, because of this swap contract, if there is any profit and loss, bank will be recovering it from customer. This was a premature. Again, this will take somewhat less time as compared to extension after maturity. But let us go to question answers if anyone is having any question.